Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting back into reality transurfing. This is a practical course into creating your own reality by Vadim Zeland. We're on chapter 18, which is self-worth. And he kind of covers, have you ever had the feeling when you really try to get something, the harder you worked at it, the more it pushes itself away from you? He kind of covers that when it comes to self-worth and letting go, and how letting go allows room and allows space for other things to come into your life. And he covers this really, really well. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this, and I'm going to break this down. And as always, I'm going to give you my narration along with it. I'm going to give you a really good exercise at the end of this video to build your self-worth, to let go of things that you've been wanting to let go, things you need to let go in order to allow new things to come into your life. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. This is chapter 18, SelfWorth Principle. Okay, so when a person tries to make themselves seem more important because they feel inferior in some way, the opposite happens. Okay, this is the same thing that can be equated to trying to get money or trying to get a relationship. The more you are trying to get it, you're focusing on the thing itself, and you're not actually focusing on the assumption of already having it. Then you're pushing it away from you because you're telling the subconscious mind that you don't have it. So, and when you tell the subconscious mind you don't have something, it keeps it from you. It takes it away from you. So that's what he's talking about here as it relates to feeling important. Okay, he gets into it right here. Okay, so the harder they try to emphasize their worth, the less significant they actually become, because they're sending off the frequency or the impression to the subconscious mind that they don't have it, because they're trying so hard. And you're not going to try hard to get something if you already have it. You already have it. You live with the assumption, and then it becomes automatic at that point, and then you have it. Okay, so this is what he's covering right here. So when a person is not worried about their worth, their sense of worth is unconditional. Our sense of self-worth is a very cunning type of excess potential. Balancing forces will do anything they can to wobble you off your pedestal. Okay, so that's like your past impressions are going to do all. That's what he's talking about here. Like, balancing forces will do anything they can to wobble you off your pedestal because of your previous impressions that you have possibly made about your self-worth, and now you're trying to be confident. So there's going to be things that are going to be coming into your life that you created from the past. They're going to try to wobble you off that, like what he said. So when you let go of your own worth, you start to acquire it. So when you let go of trying to be worthy, to everyone, that's when you acquire it, because then you're sending those signals off to the subconscious mind. You're impressing that signal that you're worthy, that you're confident. So then it's going to create all these things in your outside world that are going to happen. You're going to be like, wait a minute, I am confident. People are going to come up to you and say, wow, you're so confident. Wow. And then you're going to have like different clothing. You're going to wear your clothing differently. You're going to do everything a little bit differently. And it's going to change your 3D world by those impressions that you're making. Okay, guys, this is very, very important. Okay, so at the same time, when you let go of your worth and you start to acquire it, at the same time, be careful never to bruise someone else's sense of worth. Never put someone else down, ever. Don't ever do that. That is not good. Be careful never to bruise someone else's self-worth. Make it a personal taboo. If you do, you will save yourself a lot of problems that would seem to come out of nowhere. See, when he says this is because the world is a mirror, okay? Everything you put out to your world is going to come back to you. And if you're putting somebody down, somebody's self-worth, you're trying to diminish somebody's self-worth, that is going to come back to you, because obviously it's something you shouldn't be doing. That's not right. I mean, deep down within you, that's not right, and you're doing it to somebody. So that's going to come back to you, just like what he says right here. It's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to be something invisible, something you can't explain, but it's going to come back to you. Everything comes back to you. That's why I emphasize always doing the right thing in the right moments, guys, and always do the right things. Be a good person. Do just like what it says in the Bible, okay? So do unto others as you want done unto you. That's what the Bible was trying to say. The world is a mirror. Do unto others as you would want done unto you. Okay, so we can't emphasize that enough. All right, guys? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into interpretation. Okay, so the need to strengthen your position and emphasize your finer qualities is an illusion. That is an illusion. It's the same as chasing after the reflection in the vicious mirror circle. Okay, I'm going to read that again. I'm trying to explain this a little bit. The need to strengthen your position and emphasize your finer qualities is an illusion, because you're fighting the 3D world at that point. You're trying to make changes in your 3D world before making changes within. You have to make changes in the psychological world before anything's going to change in your 3D world. You have to make the changes within you. They all have to be within you. That's what he's saying here. The need to strengthen your position in the 3D world of your finer qualities is an illusion. Don't do it because it will not work. It's like chasing in vain. Okay, so it's the same as chasing after the reflection of the vicious mirror circle. So, all right, guys, so here's the exercise. This is the explanation of how to cure this issue from Vadim Zeland. So how do you convince yourself that you are worthy? How do you convince yourself that you are worthy then and have no need to prove it? How do you convince yourself of this? Okay, so here it is. There is one feedback chain by which the effect removes the cause. You have to redirect your intention consciously. So he's talking about noticing your thoughts here. So being present in the present moment and having the awareness to redirect your intention consciously. Okay, so rather than trying to put yourself forward in the most favorable light, stop making any attempt at all to increase your worth in the 3D world. Stop trying, because when you're trying to do something, you're impressing the subconscious mind that you don't have it. So all you have to do is automatically assume the state desired, that you're worthy, that you're confident, all these things, and then the world will reflect the change back to you. So this is what he says right here. When a person isn't trying to make themselves appear more important, although most people, everyone does, people intuitively sense that their value goes without saying. They intuitively feel this because the subconscious mind and consciousness is all one energy. So when you do that, when you stop trying to do something, stop forcing it, and then you're telling the subconscious mind that you already have it. So then all those seeds are implanted in everyone else in your 3D world, and everyone's just like, wow, this guy is really confident. He has great self-worth. It's going to be like an invisible magic, like he says right here, as if by magic, treated with great favor and respect. Like by magic, that's the way it's going to feel when it happens. Okay, so as a result, the heart and mind are gradually instilled with the conviction that I am really worthy. Okay, so I am worth something. Okay, so at a certain point, the mirror circle stops and then turns in the opposite direction, moving towards you, because now you're directing your attention internally in the psychological world and not attacking the 3D world, because everything needs to change within. Okay, so you have to look within in order to change your 3D world. Okay, by assuming that you already are in a state is going to change your whole world, like what he says right here, as if by magic. Okay, so intuitively people are going to feel this presence from you because those are going to be implanted into them. Those thoughts, through the law of thought transmission, are going to be controlling their minds. Okay, so this is really awesome. So as a result, your self-esteem improves, and it is as if you never had an inferiority complex at all. Okay, so I have an exercise I want you guys to do, and it's kind of dovetails off of his here. Okay, so for the exercise, guys, I want you to stop making any attempt at all to increase your worth in the 3D world. I want you to start focusing on the assumption of already being worthy and being confident. And if you have to, even visualize yourself as being confident, doing the things that you want to be doing, and just imagining where you want to be in the future and what you want to look like, what you want to dress like, what do you want to drive, where do you want to live. I want you to just imagine that you are already this confident person, this worthy, confident person, and just visualize yourself and just bathe yourself in that feeling. And do this periodically through the day. And I also want you to just redirect your intention consciously and focus it on the internal world. Stop focusing so much on the 3D world and the reactions in your 3D world, and start focusing them inwardly and start changing your internal thoughts. And understand that everything is within you. Everything is within you. All changes need to occur within. So just assume a state as fulfilled. Assume that you are confident. Assume that you are worthy. And remember that this works like magic in the invisible world. So look within, make your assumptions within as if you are confident, that you are worthy. And disregard your 3D world that says anything different than that. And imagine, do your imaginal clips. And visualize and feel it and impress into the subconscious mind, and your 3D world will reflect that change when you impress the subconscious mind. All right, guys, I love you guys very much, and give me one thing you guys are grateful for in the comment box below, and we're going to be getting to the next chapter very soon, guys. All right, guys, love you, and I will see you guys tomorrow.